Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Andy Lacombe in again for Kevin Shea with Coach Gibbons. And, Coach, now the regular season is over. The second season has begun for the women's basketball team. Your synopsis on that, last time we talked, the Final Four, that Final Four mini-season you had, your synopsis on that as you go into the tournament.
Yeah, well, first of all, good to be with the bearded one out of the bullpen again, the big right-hander, but filling in for Kev. But, yeah, we talked about that Final Four, and I think we went 2-2. And the losses were to Loyola that matched up really well against us. We beat Lehigh and we beat Colgate here. And Loyola was just a tough matchup. To give Joe Logan credit, I think they did a great job of trapping us off ball screens and was just a tough team to score against. And we thought we might play them in the quarters, and we ended up with Lehigh, who got upset at Colgate. So we split with Lehigh, new season. Lehigh ended our season here last year in the quarters, so we're trying to turn the tables on them and end their season down there. And it should be a great, had a staff meeting this morning. It should be a great 4-5 game, one of those typical old-fashioned rock fights. And we got to be ready. We're hopefully getting healthy. Tricia came back in the Loyola game after not having practiced for 3 weeks and was a little rusty. But we're hoping to get her practice in these 4 days in between and get her back in sync. She had a great game, if you remember, here against Lehigh, and was the difference in the game. So, new season, trying to get that spirit and that spunk back that we had. But 10-8 overall in the league, tied for fourth with Lehigh, but lose the tiebreaker to them, having lost to Loyola twice, and they beat them twice. So. New season, and we're excited, hoping we can make another run, Andy.
Double digits in wins in league play again for another year. It's been a couple years now. And so, I mean, what does that tell you? I mean, you're kind of on the cusp there, but, I mean, you're still winning double digits in the league, which is not something that every team does.
Every team does. Yeah, no, you want to compete, for championships every year, and I think we've done that. Save last year where we got knocked out early. The thing I'm most proud of girls, Andy, there's been 24 years. This is the 25th of the Patriot League, and we've been in the final game 18, and we've been in the semis 22 of the 24. So we're trying to make that 23, and obviously 19 in the final would be awesome. But it's a credit to our girls that we have played our best basketball in March, and we're hoping we can continue that this March.
You have historically, recent history, made some runs when you've started on the road.
Yeah, true.
And so, I mean, is that not such a bad, obviously you don't want to necessarily play Loyola again for a third time in, 2 weeks?
Right.
You get Lehigh, you're on the road. Not maybe you'd rather be home, but historically you've played pretty well on the road in the tournament.
Yeah, we've made the 3 runs to the championship, I think, all started on the road. Maybe save the one when Colgate upset Army, and we didn't have to go to Army. But you're right in that. With Alex Smith and Bree Malone, those groups made it. I think the other big thing is the students aren't around. We're on break, and Lehigh's on break. So there's something to being together and leaving Sunday and going to watch the men's game on the way down and being in the hotel. So I don't think we're afraid of playing on the road. I think there is something to that. Lisa's going to make the trip. Hopefully, we'll have a lot of parents there and a good crowd following us. But we don't fear playing on the road, and I may use that, a little deja vu of the last couple times we made runs that started on the road.
All right, Coach, we'll talk a little bit more about the tournament coming up, but let's take a quick break here on the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show.
Welcome to the all-new Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Hi, I'm Christine Camo, welcoming you to our brand new Lundgren Honda of Auburn dealership on Route 20 in Auburn. Our new facility offers a state-of-the-art showroom, customer lounge, cafe, children's play center, and a fully automated car wash. Our express oil change lanes will have you in and out in 30 minutes or less. Experience the Lundgren advantage for yourself. Visit Lundgren Honda of Auburn on Route 20. We're open 7 days a week. LundgrenHonda.com.
At Unibank, there's never been a better time to enjoy mobile banking, starting with a great rate. You'll also enjoy how Unibank puts ease into e-checking with 24-hour access to your accounts. Check balances, transfer funds, make deposits, and pay bills from anywhere, anytime, at your convenience. Learn more at unibank.com. Unibank. Big bank know-how, community bank attitude.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Established in 1939, Standard Auto is a name that you can trust. With over 40 acres of early and late model parts, Standard Auto has what you need. Bring us your worn out or used cars. Call us last for the best prices. Standard Auto, 257 Granite Street in Worcester. Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by Curtin Graphics, Southbridge Street in downtown Worcester.
Mark Bernier is your Worcester area Edward Jones financial advisor. Whether you're planning for retirement, college, or protecting your financial future, give Mark a call at 508-755-1213.
It all starts with a touch. The smallest thing that sets her heart in motion. The rhythm of love, the only jewelry powered by her heartbeat.
Visit us at the West Boylston DQ Chill and Grill on Route 12, right off of I-190 Exit 4. Visit us online at dqcakes.com. The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Coach, let's talk that final four regular season games now. You start with a win on the road over American and then back home for a couple.
Yeah, the American game was a great win because we found out at shoot-around that Trisha Byrne could not go. She was going to try to go, and the foot was just bothering her too much. So we really had to rally that game, and we got a great team win against a good American team that's very tough at home. And we beat them 59-50. We went over Kate Gillespie's house the night before. I had a good feeling. That's been a real kind of team bonding trip, and that was a real good one. We came home to face Loyola again without Trisha, and you know, the game was on Channel 3 here, and we made a run in the second half and caught them, and then their point guard made a couple big shots at the end of the shot clock, and then number 5, Marshall, made a couple big shots at the end of the shot clock, and we lost that one by 10, which was a tough loss. We bounced back on senior day for our 4 great seniors. We'll meet 2 of them coming up, Raquel and Molly, and we really had a great senior day and a great game and a great celebration upstairs afterwards, and perfect. Then we went back to Loyola with the home court on the line, and I think we're prepared, but the tip you had to Loyola, they just played really well, and as I said, especially defensively, took us out of some of the things they wanted to do, and played better that night and beat us by 10 or 12 down there. So now we look at the next season and try to get that spirit and spunk back, and get a little healthy here for the third season, which is the Patriot League tournament.
You never know when you're going to play necessarily your last home game. There was a chance you could have a home game. There's still a chance, depending on what upsets and things like that. But to win the senior day here at home against BU, good crowd here, and to send the seniors off in their last regular season game with a win. Yeah. The families here. What was? Yeah, you always want it to, but the best laid plans of mice and men. It always doesn't go that way. But I think it's a special group. This group, I said, has been through a lot. We've been through a lot together. And the biggest thing, not to mention how they grew as players, they all got better, but as people, they really, Raquel kids around that when I play her freshman year interview with Kev, that I've erased that freshman year. That was such a tough year and a crazy year, and I think for all of them, as is typical, freshman year is tough, but I look back on them as freshmen, Molly, Raquel, Lisa, and KG, and Kate, and how they have grown as people is the most important thing. It gives me the most satisfaction of how they've all matured and grown, and it's a special group, and they've been to 2 Patriot League finals,
and endured a lot together as a team, and have been loyal to me, and that's what you all look back on. And I'd like nothing better than to make another run with those 4 seniors. And it was a great senior day, a fitting end for them here in the Hart Center.
So you'll go to Lehigh as the 5 seed. You get an extra day, basically, right? I mean, you'll have to travel, obviously, but normally it's a Wednesday, Saturday slate for you in the regular season. So, what is any extra time? Does that play a factor at all in just preparing for the Mountain Hawks at all?
Yeah, again, good day off yesterday, which I hope they all got some rest, and then we'll have 3 days to prepare for them rather than 2, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll be ready. We have a different game plan for them that I'll talk to the team about today, and we're going to look to be aggressive and take it to them. So I think having that extra time does work in our advantage, and if we're fortunate enough to get that win, we'll come back home and have another 3 days to prepare for whoever we're playing the semis.
And road trips are usually, all the teams I've talked to, road trips usually have a little bit of fun aspect to them.
Yeah.
And driving on a bus can't be that much fun, but there's a little bit of fun.
Yeah, they do a good job of the camaraderie, and we'll stop and watch the men's game. And I know Lisa's on the trip, so she'll make sure that the team gets top of office, because defense wins games, but top of office wins championships in her mind. So when she's on, she always says, get them dessert. So they're all smiles when Lisa comes.
Perfect. All right, Coach. Well, we'll come back. We'll meet a couple of the seniors. We met a couple last time. We'll meet the last 2 here when we come back on the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. Stay with us.
Welcome to the all-new Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Hi, I'm Christine Camo, welcoming you to our brand new Lundgren Honda of Auburn dealership on Route 20 in Auburn. Our new facility offers a state-of-the-art showroom, customer lounge, cafe, children's play center, and a fully automated car wash. Our express oil change lanes will have you in and out in 30 minutes or less. Experience the Lundgren advantage for yourself. Visit Lundgren Honda of Auburn on Route 20. We're open 7 days a week. LundgrenHonda.com.
At Unibank, there's never been a better time to enjoy mobile banking, starting with a great rate. You'll also enjoy how Unibank puts ease into e-checking with 24-hour access to your accounts. Check balances, transfer funds, make deposits, and pay bills from anywhere, anytime, at your convenience. Learn more at unibank.com. Unibank. Big bank know-how, community bank attitude.
The Bagel Inn, 785 Main Street, Route 122A in Holden. Open daily at 5:30 a.m.
New Tech Design is a proud supporter of Holy Cross Women's Basketball. Custom printing, embroidery, promotional items, and more. Visit us online at newtechdesignGroup.com.
Welcome to the Compass Tavern. At the Compass, we offer a delicious menu featuring the best American style and New England dishes made from scratch in our kitchen. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or special celebrations, the Compass Tavern is the place to go.
Before or after the Crusaders hit the court, come on down to Bentley Pub in Auburn, Route 12 near the junction of the Mass Pike. Visit us online at bentleypub.com.
City Trophy, conveniently located at 32 Auburn Street in Auburn. Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by the Texas Roadhouse, Lincoln Plaza in Worcester. Call-ahead seating is available at 508-853-7266. The Boynton, 117 Highland Street in Worcester. Visit us online at boyntonrestaurant.com. And by Cafe Espresso, 395 Chandler Street in Worcester. Portions of the Holy Cross Basketball Show are brought to you by O'Connor's Restaurant and Bar, 1160 West Boylston Street in Worcester. The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. We are joined by senior center from Memphis, New York, Molly Hourigan. Molly, thanks for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
It is your senior year.
It is, shockingly.
Can you believe it?
I don't believe it. I still don't believe it.
It's the question I asked Kate and Lisa on the last show, but I mean, the years kind of fly by.
They do, and the coaches always say that, you know, and every year goes faster and faster, and you don't really realize it until you live it.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about your experience here at Holy Cross, and first maybe off the court, working for Worcester.
Yes.
It's It's an organization that was established, I believe, by a student athlete here.
A Holy Cross hockey
right?
player, yes.
And now you are play a big role in that. What is that like?
Well, Working for Worcester is a great organization. We're a nonprofit organization. We build playgrounds, basketball courts, dance studios, all sorts of recreational opportunities for the kids in Worcester. And like you said, it was started by a Holy Cross hockey player, so it's cool that I can continue the athletic tradition for it. But honestly, it's a great student organization, and we really just want to make a difference in the community.
Yeah, that's something. I mean, you have a busy slate. You play basketball, you take a full round of classes, and then you do that on weekends or whenever you possibly can.
Whenever
and there's fundraisers and what has been the Worcester? What's your take on the Worcester community? What's that?
Yeah, Worcester's a special city. There are so many different cultures here and so many different communities. It's really a different city than I grew up in, so it was a really good experience. I've gotten to know the city of Worcester and gotten to love it. It's been my home for 4 years, so it's been a really great experience.
Awesome. Well, thanks for doing that. But
yeah.
Let's talk about the basketball now. You block a lot of shots.
Yeah.
I've watched you play for 4 years. You block a lot of shots, get a lot of rebounds. This year, obviously, with Raquel not being in the lineup as much, you've had an expanded role, perhaps. How has it been this season? And just with this group, and you guys have just battled through different adversities all the way through.
Yeah, we have had a lot of adversity this season, but my role has definitely changed this year. Especially, I've been usually splitting time with Emily Parker, and she graduated last year, so I have a bigger role to fill this year. But especially when Raquel went down, I had to be more of an offensive threat. So I had to change my game a little bit. But overall, I think we've had a great season. Honestly, with all the adversity that we've gone through, we've really come together. It's been a great season.
You have a team that's very close. You head into Patriot League play now, the championship series now, and it's the last games, at least in the Patriot League. Hopefully there'll be another one for you guys that you will play. This last tournament, what are you geared up for, looking forward to, or trying to accomplish as much as anyone?
I mean, being a senior, going through this playoffs right now, possibly being my last game, I'm just really excited, honestly. I'm anticipating it and really anxious for it, but I'm also very excited and grateful for the experience that I've had.
What, if you could sum up 4 years of women's basketball in a couple of sentences, what would it be?
Well, Holy Cross basketball, we are definitely a family. We've gone through some tough times. You have those 6 a.m. lifts and those workouts, and practices are long, and you have a full class schedule, but in the end, it's really the memories that you make off the court that you're going to remember for the rest of your life, and I definitely will.
That's awesome. Molly Hourigan, thanks so much for being with
you.
us, and best of luck to you in the future as well.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of the Women's Basketball Show right after this. Visit us at the Commercial Fruit and Garden Outlet. Personalized fruit and gift baskets for the holidays or any occasion. 1050 Southbridge Street on the Worcester-Auburn line. Beautiful to look at, delicious to eat.
Jake's Wayback Burgers, Tobias Boland Way, right off of Route 146 in Worcester. Now accepting Holy Cross meal points.
The Fix Burger Bar. Handmade burgers, elixirs, and shakes for whatever ails you. 166 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester. Specializing in wicked awesome bone-in and boneless wings, the Wicked Wing Company, 321 West Boylston Street in Worcester, is your home for the best wings in Worcester. Check out our menu online at wickedwingco.com.
Welcome to the all-new Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Hi, I'm Christine Camo, welcoming you to our brand new Lundgren Honda of Auburn dealership on Route 20 in Auburn. Our new facility offers a state-of-the-art showroom, customer lounge, cafe, children's play center, and a fully automated car wash. Our express oil change lanes will have you in and out in 30 minutes or less. Experience the Lundgren advantage for yourself. Visit Lundgren Honda of Auburn on Route 20. We're open 7 days a week. LundgrenHonda.com.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
Welcome back to the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda. We are joined by Raquel Scott. Raquel, a senior, and now the year is winding down. Obviously a different year for you, not being on the floor with the injury, but I was reading your senior day. On senior day, I was reading your numbers, and I mean, it is a career, and yet you didn't get to play a lot of your senior year. How would you reflect on this year and how it's been different, obviously, for you?
I mean, so as a leader and a captain this year, my role on the team really changed when I wasn't able to play anymore. But that being said, it's still really important as a leader and as an upperclassman, as a captain, to still have a presence for your teammates, whether it's off the court or on the court. And this year for me, it just happened to be off the court. But I mean, things happen in life that you can't control, and it's just really how you like handle them after. So I had a great supporting staff here, like my athletic trainer, my parents, my teammates. And I mean, that definitely eased some of the pain, but it's still difficult.
Yeah.
It's definitely hard.
You were on fire, though, when you started. I mean, you were on a mission, it seemed like. And you know what? The last couple of years have been very similar. But what would you take about your experience all the way through? If you sum it up, and obviously this year is the most fresh in your memory, but the 3 years before that, and what has Holy Cross basketball meant to you?
Definitely growth, and I've been able to see my potential both as an athlete and as an individual. And you've never really had to push yourself as hard as you do when you become a Division I athlete. And a lot of times you want to quit, you want to give up, and that's just the story that everyone tells. Like, there's times when you want to put your head in the sand and just kind of call it quits, but obviously learning to push through that makes you such a better individual, and I've really grown a lot as not only an athlete but also as a person. Coming
to Holy Cross, obviously it's a great school. You have a full course workload, and you are someone who, just like those commercials that the NCAA runs, is going to go become a professional in something else after you leave here. Tell us a little bit about your future plans.
Well, I actually interned the past 2 summers with JP Morgan in New York City, and after this past summer they offered me a full-time position. So I know that I'm working there full-time once I graduate. But before that, I'm backpacking across Europe for 2 months.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to squeeze in some traveling because I haven't really got to do much in college.
Right.
And then I'll start working.
Yeah, as a student athlete, you're here a lot, and you're either working out, you may not be able to go home as much for holidays and things like that and vacations, but so yeah, it's important to get a little of that extra.
Yeah, definitely.
Extra time. Cool. What? Talk to us a little bit about this it finally being here, the 4 years. I know, when my parents dropped me off at college, they said, "Hey, listen, it's gonna go by fast." I'm like, "Sure, whatever, Mom and Dad." I mean, is that the similar type of thing? Can you believe it's where we are right now?
I mean, I have to believe it because it's real, but at the same time, you can't.
Yeah.
Like, you can never really fathom what it feels like when someone says it's going to fly by, and it literally does feel like I blinked and I woke up and I was at my senior day, which was a really emotional day for me as well. But it goes by so fast that it's hard to just put into words, but I mean, it's definitely an experience.
Sure, and as you now support your team, as a leader going into the Patriot League tournament, what's the strength of this group right now, and all that they've been through and all that you guys have been through together? What can Holy Cross women's basketball do here? Can you make a run?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look at our entire season, like Coach always says it, but they counted us out. I mean, the preseason polls, first we came out, I think, 1st or 2nd, then the second one was like 8th or 9th, and I mean, we did end up in this lower half of the league, but that was just within 1 or 2 games, within 5 or 10 points, and we would have been in the top half. So I think that when a lot of people count us out, our team doesn't count each other out, and we don't count ourselves out, and I think that is our biggest strength, like fighting through adversity. And even though it seems cliche, we've had to do it so often that it really is our mantra at this point, that we really have to fight through adversity and kind of just come out stronger on the other side, which is our time. This is it right here.
You know, there's a lot of sophomores and some freshmen that contribute as well. I know you're going to work for JP Morgan, but you got some coaching experience maybe this year as well? Do you feel like you
That's so funny. My mom said the same thing to me. She was like, yeah, I mean, I could definitely see you going into coaching, especially the way that like my career ended. It would be nice to get back into the sport. But yeah, it's definitely a different experience being on the bench. You see everything very differently from an outside perspective. So it's given me a new sight into the game.
Awesome. Well, Raquel Scott, it's been awesome watching you play.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Best of luck to you in the future, and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, that's Raquel Scott. We're back with Coach to wrap up the show right after this.
Welcome to the all-new Lundgren Honda of Auburn. Hi, I'm Christine Camo, welcoming you to our brand new Lundgren Honda of Auburn dealership on Route 20 in Auburn. Our new facility offers a state-of-the-art showroom, customer lounge, cafe, children's play center, and a fully automated car wash. Our express oil change lanes will have you in and out in 30 minutes or less. Experience the Lundgren advantage for yourself. Visit Lundgren Honda of Auburn on Route 20. We're open 7 days a week. LundgrenHonda.com.
After the game, come on down to Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden. Good food, good friends, good times. Flip Flops on Main Street in Holden.
Percy's is a proud sponsor of the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show. At Percy's, we've got it all. Appliances, electronics, televisions, and more. Percy's, 19 Glennie Street in Worcester, right off of Gold Star Boulevard. Visit us online at percys.com.
Chick-fil-A Westboro proudly supports the Crusaders women's basketball program. We would love the opportunity to serve you at our restaurant at 286 Turnpike Road, Westboro. Here's to a great season.
At Unibank, there's never been a better time to enjoy mobile banking, starting with a great rate. You'll also enjoy how Unibank puts ease into e-checking with 24-hour access to your accounts. Check balances, transfer funds, make deposits, and pay bills from anywhere, anytime, at your convenience. Learn more at unibank.com. Unibank. Big bank know-how, community bank attitude.
At Uncle Sam's, we use only the best ingredients available. Our dough is made fresh daily in our kitchen. Our hand-tossed pizza has tomato and basil sauce with just the right amount of spices, topped with our special blend cheese. Our family pizzerias are in the heart of downtown and offer casual dining, pickup, delivery, and our guarantee of delicious food and great service. We look forward to serving you.
It's Meze Greek Tapas Bar and Grill, Worcester's only authentic Greek tapas, 156 Shrewsbury Street in Worcester.
The Holy Cross Basketball Show is presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.
All right, welcome back, Coach. To wrap things up, first, there's some postseason honors to talk about for your team, and a couple of your leaders making the postseason team for the Patriot League.
Right, happy for Lisa and Infinity on the second team, and Molly on the third team. Nice accolades for them, and then Infinity all defensive team. They just picked 5 for that. So, and Kelsey Minato, obviously Player of the Year, and 2 from Bucknell on the first team, and Colleen Marshall from Loyola, and then Lexi Martins, who we'll play against. And Aaron Roussel, just a great job at Bucknell. I mean, to go 17-1. Unfortunately for them, Army had a higher RPI, so they get the #1 seed into host. But he did a great job, and Rookie of the Year, the girl from Bucknell. So everything went pretty true to form, and happy for my girls. But I know they're traded in for a championship, all of them.
And that's where you head now, towards that championship. It's your ticket to the NCAA's. You watch as the men's team, who record-wise didn't have a great finish to their regular season, hadn't won a game on the road since December, and have now won 2 in a row and making a run in the men's side. Does that motivate the women's team?
Oh, I don't think there's any question. I mean, we were texting last night. I made sure they were all watching it. We actually went to their first round game at Loyola. The girls wanted to do it, and we took them there for the second half, and I hope helped them get that win, and we'll stop on the way down to Lehigh to watch their semifinal. So I can't think that positive vibes don't help for the Crusaders, the purple in March.
Keys for Lehigh now, a team that you've seen a couple of times already, and obviously well coached and a veteran coach in
Sue Troy, and we've had a lot of great battles with them through the years. And you know, I think the main thing is going to be aggressive, to be the aggressors. They kind of took it to us and got us on our heels here last year in the game here, and give them credit. We're going to try to turn the tables and go at them. The pressure worked against them, and in the games both games to get us back, and we're going to try a little different game plan and be the aggressors. We have to rebound against them. Martins is a great rebounder. Kinnick's a great rebounder, so that'll be key. And obviously not turning the ball over and being able to score against them is another big key for us. But this is fun time. This is March Madness, and I just hope we play well as we have in the past.
And it's one game at a time, but to be able to get your seniors another taste of the championship game, that would be significant, I would imagine.
Yeah, that would be awesome. In a new format this year, the Final Four, you know, which would probably be at Army if everything held. But to get to that Final Four for our seniors would be awesome. But we got to take care of business Monday night in Bethlehem, little town of Bethlehem.
All right, Coach. Well, thanks so much. Appreciate it. And
right.
Next time around, we'll talk about some bigger and maybe some better things.
That would be awesome. We'll have the post post-game, post-season wrap-up, and I'll look forward to that. But thanks for filling in, Andy.
I'll keep the beard as long as you're playing.
That sounds good. And
All
my
right.
wife will be happy, and I think the viewers will be happy. So let's see. Hope you're having a long time.
We'll see. We'll
Thanks.
see. All right. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching the Holy Cross Women's Basketball Show presented by Lundgren Honda of Auburn.